Lunistice is a 3D platformer that gives me a shot of nostalgia. They claim to be inspired by PS1 and Sega Saturn. Whew, that art style, I'm picking up what they're laying down. And if you're getting those 3D Sonic vibes too, then you're in the know, and I'm hopefully putting Lunistice on your radar. It has a few surprises and a real reason to go back through and 100% each level. Do keep in mind this is a budget game. So, you play as Hana, the Tanuki. What is a Tanuki? Well, it's a Japanese raccoon dog. It's not that important, but you know Mario has that tail power-up? That's a Tanuki suit. Well, it's an interesting choice for a protagonist. Lunistice takes place inside Hana's dreams, which means the worlds can have all different kinds of themes. There's even a world made of food. That's the one you're looking at right now. I love this. Of course, you're inside someone's dreams. You can do whatever you want. The developer made the most of this opportunity, and they did whatever they wanted. A world of food. Generally, if you're watching this video, then what you see is what you get. Lunistice is a linear 3D platformer with some simple enemies in the way. Each level is about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's depending on how much you screw up or how much you search for secrets. There are infinite lives and plenty of save points, so even if you fall off or die, it's okay. That's a save point right there. It's a Torii gate, I believe. However, while you still will be able to complete the level, the game has an old school rating system at the end of each level. It's based on how many deaths you take and how many cranes you pick up. Sure, so yeah, you can run through each level and get to the end, but ideally, you would make it through with no deaths at all and all the cranes collected to get the perfect S rank. Of course, a game like this goes up to S rank. I wouldn't have it any other way. Do note that I didn't say the time has an impact. You can finish in as long as you want, take as much time as you want. It's only deaths and cranes collected. That's not my style of play though. I gotta go fast. I really struggled with this. I always try and go as fast as I can through each level. Also, you can collect letters that spell your name. These are important for opening up pathways through the level. So you'll need to collect all of these before you can get all the cranes. Now, I'm pretty sure of that anyway. I cannot confirm or deny. The level design in Lunistice is my favorite part. I never got lost. I hate getting lost. The side paths can be a little hidden, but that makes sense. They're only required if you're collecting all the cranes, so you might have to replay a level a few times to find everything. The game also never makes you backtrack and gives you a way back to the main path after a secret, so you won't miss any cranes. I really appreciate this. The levels bounce back and forth between tricky platforming and sprinkle some enemies in there to mix it up, although they're very basic and more of a nuisance than a challenge. Now, I did mention those save gates earlier. They are very easy to run by and miss. You have to run under them, and if you fall off, you could lose a lot of progress. I found this a little odd, because trying to hit those very specific checkpoints in a 3D world, and learning I can miss them is disheartening. It's so easy to walk around them. I just don't understand why you wouldn't have normal checkpoints. Anyway, as for the controls, they're a little twitchy. Probably some false memory I have about how these old games played, but I remember them being a lot slower, which, looking back, I can see is probably not as much fun. Lunistice is probably better in today's world, but I did slip off the edge of a few tiny platforms. To combat this, the developer added a walk button, which I completely forgot existed. You remember me, I said I hate going slow through games, gotta go fast. I did want to make sure that there was an example in here of these timed platforms, which absolutely drove me mad. For some reason, I could not get the timing correct, but I eventually got through this. It was just I really struggled with this. And if I'm going to show you the part I struggled on, then I might as well show you the part I really loved. these water slides. They're a real joy to go fast on, and you have enemies in between, you have to jump between them, and there might be other platforms. Then you get these cool cinematics where you lose control, but I just love watching. It just seems like so much fun. I couldn't really tell you if controlling the joystick left or right while you're in the slide does anything, but it's still fun. Side note, Lunistice has 3 special characters you can unlock once you finish the game, even if you don't collect everything. Those are a nice little addition to make through playing the levels different, but don't contribute to the story. For that, you have to collect all the cranes, the letters in your name, and get the key at the end of the level. You must do that for both levels to collect a note. Let's face it, this isn't the most enticing reward, a little note with just some text, but the levels themselves are the joy. Moving on to the levels, there are 7 worlds with 2 levels each. All of them have a different theme, except the last stage has 3 levels. Of course it does, you know. This is an example of one of the notes I've collected. Gives a little history of the world and kind of what's going on, but not a lot. Overall, Lunistice is great. Nice little boop of nostalgia with some quality gameplay. I greatly respect what the developer made, and I had a lot of fun playing it. Do remember that this is a budget game, and for that you're getting a huge bang for your buck. I do recommend Lunistice. I got nothing new here to say. Thanks for watching, hit subscribe, and maybe follow my Steam Curator, link in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.